Yeah, as you can pretty much tell, I cut off there because the thing that I'm using to record has a 15-minute limit, so there's that. And I also wanted to eat. So it's like 9:30 where I'm recording right now because it's at night and then I'm dumb. Anyway, so here we are with Rosen again. As I said before, he's the clan priest, so he's very religious. He prays a lot, so you'll be seeing that. He's kind of like our clan's version of a devoted Christian, but he's not discriminatory or anything because he's fucking gay. He's gay. And so, I mean, it's not a big deal for him. And I love him. I love all of them. This is Galio. I love her. And you may be saying, her, what the heck? But she has a male pose. It says she's a male over there. Yeah, no, she's not. She's a girl. She's a transgender girl. And she was a gift to me when I was a noob. And I have grown to love her. Very much. In the story, it says she's found by Infus and Madeline when she was a baby. And because the other Sky Dancers all thought she was weird because when she was a hatchling, she kept saying she was a girl. They were like, "No, you're not a girl, you're a boy." And she's like, "No, I'm a girl." So that happened. But here, Infus and Madeline don't really care. They're like, "Okay, you're a girl." So she loves that. She's the clan's healer, and she's really different from a lot of the healers because a lot of the healers will just straight up use magic. Whereas Galio doesn't do that. She uses a mixture of herbs and magic. And before you ask, yes, I'm Warrior Cat's trash. So, a lot of the herbs in their usages, I don't know. I get off of the Warriors wiki, for what the medicine cats use. Yeah, no copyright intended. Um, so yeah, there's that. And she also does that because a lot of the dragons, their bodies don't react very well to straight up magic being pumped in their veins, and they die. Sometimes she found. So she decided just not to use magic all the time and instead use a mix of that and the herbs. And the herbs work pretty well, she found. So there's that. This is Maru. I had sold him at one point because I was using him for only one breeding and then that was it. But the person I sold him to couldn't keep him, so I took him back because he's beautiful. I don't really know what I'm gonna do with him. So far as the story, I don't really know if I'm even gonna keep him. I think I am because I've put some jewelry on him, as you can see. But I'm not really sure what I'm gonna do with him. Um, if you guys like want to keep him around or something, just tell me. Or if one of you guys would like to give him a new home, you're more than welcome. Evening Star. I plan on changing his name, so he's not going to be Evening Star for much longer. This pretty boy, I got him again from another user who was planning on leaving, and he's a year old. He's an old boy, and I'm planning on changing him into a Wild Claw. I got a Wild Claw scroll from a very nice person when they cycled back in this week, in exchange for writing biographies for their entire lair. And in case you're wondering, yes, indeed, I will write biographies for your dragons. Shoot me a message at King of Eli if you're interested. Do them for 5,000 treasure apiece. Um, but he's gonna be a Wild Claw, and eventually, I either plan on getting him spines or underbelly. And he's gonna be beautiful. This is Ark. Ark is also my gay son, and he's actually gay. Um, I bought him. He was an impulse buy. I saw an ad for him on Tumblr, and I was like, I'm buying him. He's mine. So he's mine now. And he's Blue Rose Rose, which is like, oh my gosh, I love doubles and I love Rose, and so he's mine. I don't really know what I'm gonna do with him. I don't really know what he's gonna do so far as the story. Um, so yeah, Chocolate is dead. Um, I know that's a really weird way to introduce a character, but as of Battle of the Wolves, he's dead. He was killed by the wolves. So technically he's not even supposed to be here. Although I haven't found him a new home yet. So, if any of you guys would like to take him, again, shoot me a message. I'll give him away pretty much for free because he's dead. So, lore-wise, it doesn't matter. I actually won him. He was actually a prize from someone. Actually, somebody else won him and didn't want him, so they gave him to me. And I killed him, so I feel bad. Flight Rising was being a butt there for a second, so sorry about that. Anyway, this is Strawberry. She's Chocolate's twin sister, and she also helps to take care of the hatchlings. She has a disorder called dependent personality disorder, and she was dependent on her brother, but since he's dead now, we're not really sure what she's gonna do so far as that. So that's gonna be a thing that she's gonna have to deal with. I think she might be on a nest right now. Let's check my nesting grounds. Yes, indeed she is. She and Zerozin are having babies. Forgot about that. And this is Major. She's part of my Tiger Seraph Underbelly breeding project. To flood the site with more Tiger Seraph and Underbelly babies because we need them, and I think that it's a great combo. She so far story-wise, I don't really know. She's gonna be more battle-oriented because her name is Major. But other than that, this is Cthulhu. I just got her a couple days ago. From a user who is clearing out their account. And I thought this was just too great of an opportunity to pass by, and then I realized what her name was. So I might be changing that, or I might be keeping it, because there's going to be a subset of evil dragons in my lair, and I think that Cthulhu would be great to, like, lead the evil dragons, because her name is literally, like, her name is literally a different version of the devil. So, yeah. This is the devil, she's the devil. She's the devil. This is Mavuto, and this boy has got himself into some trouble. He is a first gen, and his name means troubles, problems in Chiwa, which is a Southern African language. He's a fighter. He likes to fight. He's very aggressive. And he was also very confused for quite some time. He didn't know if he liked girls or boys, and he decided to experiment with another dragon in the clan, and she thought she was infertile, so she didn't say anything. And it turned out she wasn't, and she was pregnant and didn't tell anybody until later on. In the Battle of the Wolves, it talks about this. But he was upset because he didn't want her to have them. He basically wanted her to have a abortion, but she didn't want to, so that caused problems. And now she hates him, and they have issues, and the babies don't know that he's their dad. Or I can't really say babies because they're not babies. They're grown now. This is Izem, and it means lion in Tamazight, which is a Northern African language. And he is the one that Mavuto actually likes, but he thought that Izem liked somebody else, so he didn't tell him, even though that Izem really does like him. So that's a problem. He also is a plague dragon, so some of the other dragons try to stay away from him because I think they kind of have a prejudice towards plague dragons. But like Infus and Madeline accept him, so that's all that really matters. Here, this is Amadi, and as you'll notice, most of my mirrors have African names. This one is Igbo, which is a Western African language, and it means free man. And he is another Tiger Seraph breeding, but he has Okapi instead of Underbelly. So there's that. He also has one baby, and his baby is kind of ugly. This is Orthrus, and I love her. She's my baby. She is in a polyamorous relationship with Cormac, a Coatl, and Yumiko, a fae, and she is the adopted daughter of Myper, and she was involved. The wolves tried to attack her. She's the adopted daughter of Myper. Her parents just kind of left her outside of the clan, and Myper took her in. So she sees her as her mom, basically. She's also a fighter, as most of the mirrors are. Most of them are fighters. Here's Myper! Ah, my beautiful girl! Ah, she's so pretty! I was supposed to have her as Exalt fodder, but took one look at her and I was like, no, you're staying here. So she is the one that Mavuto had his thing with, and she had his babies. She thought she was infertile, but then it turned out she wasn't, and that's a big brouhaha in Battle of the Wolves. This is Tzitzel. Her name is Yiddish, and it's a Yiddish diminutive of Sarah. And what I really know about her is that she's a lesbian, and she's also really hard-headed, and she's very blunt, and she's very aggressive. I know that. Oh dear lord, Kendra. She's gonna be another one of the evil ones, and that's all you need to know about her. She also has an ugly baby. This is Bray. Bray's really sweet. She's a mother, and she's a really good mother at that. And she helps Myper out a lot. Chidi is another one with an African name. His name is Igbo, and it means God exists. It's also a short form of Igbo names beginning with Chidi. And he was supposed to be Exalt fodder from the person who bred him, but I took one look at him and I was like, no, he's mine, give him to me. So I got him for like nothing, and he's perfect and beautiful, and I love him. Vera is Tzitzel's sister and Myper's other daughter, and her name is pronounced Viera. It's Russian, and it means faith in Russian, though it is sometimes associated with the Latin word versus meaning true. She's also a fighter. This is Melita, pretty Melita, and she was a lucky hatch from an egg that I bought, and I haven't gened her up yet, but she will be eventually one of these days. Ara is another one of the evil dragons, and that's also all you need to know about her, because if I say too much, I'll give it away. Uzochi is was bred by someone you might know. They go as Dirt Dergs on Tumblr. I forget what I think it's Terra Firma is her yeah, Terra Firma is her FR username. And she has Clan Euxenite, and that's what I bought him from, and his name means God's Way in Igbo. And he's pretty. I don't really know too much about him, so his personality is developing. This is Iroh, and I bought her to be Uzochi's mate, so I don't know too much about her. But you can see she's a triple, which is like totally awesome. I got her for really cheap. Topaz is Galio and Bray's kid, although he's raised as Pongo and Galio's kid because Bray was their surrogate. Mbembe, her name, I'm pretty sure her name is African, but I got it from the random name generator, so I don't know what it means yet. She's Amadi and Ara's child, and she's kind of ugly, but she's also kind of cute at the same time, and I'm keeping her. Ah, my spirals! Oh, the spirals.